So I mentioned it in the unboxing video that I did on these, but when I was in high school and started to seriously get into sneakers in the early to mid 2010s, Nike SBs were king and super popular at the time. It was one of those things where I didn't have the funds to buy SB Dunks and I didn't have a job, so I wasn't going to beg my parents to buy me pairs. So SB Dunks were something I sort of admired from afar. And that's not to say that I didn't have SBs. I had a few pairs of Janowskis when they were hot, but I got them on sale. Fast forward many years to today in 2020, and there's been this sort of resurrection in Nike Dunks, both sportswear and SB ones. I've been taking so many L's on the recently released SB and sportswear Dunks that I went out on a mission to seek out good deals on anything I could find, and ultimately came across this pair. Looking at the box, it's from the teal box era, which was the color of Nike SB boxes that started in late 2013. This specific pair released in August of 2014 as a GR, or a general release, meaning it was widely available to anybody and wasn't a limited sneaker by any means. Finally, opening up the box, we have this pair of the Nike SB Dunk High Pro in the Game Royal black, white, and photo blue colorway. Upon first glance, these are really blue. Pretty much throughout the entire upper of the sneaker is this suede in Nike's Game Royal color. The suede itself is pretty stiff and rigid to the touch. These aren't listed as a premium Dunk SB, so this is to be expected. And generally speaking too, the rigidity of the suede is just indicative of the time that these released. Around 2012 to 2014, that era of Nike and their quality overall was just lacking. These are a skateboarding shoe after all, so they're meant to be beat and torn up anyway. So following that wave, the overall quality on this pair of sneakers is mediocre at best. There are some glue stains throughout, and obviously the suede isn't the most premium feeling, but you really can't go wrong for a suggested $95 retail price that these went for back then. The SB logoing at the tongue is in a complementary blue, along with these blue round laces. These come with an extra set of black laces to accompany the secondary color of black that you'll find on the sneaker. The inner walls, padded mesh tongue, and swoosh branding are all in this black color. The interesting detail on the swoosh is that it is in this faux croc print, which is a nice touch. From a distance you can't even tell, but looking up close it's essentially just a glossy black leather with rigid shapes on top. Being from 2014, I'm surprised at how white these midsoles still are. And I think it's a nice contrast to the darker colors of blue and black. And sticking to that theme of contrast, if we move down to the outsoles, you'll see that they're this icy translucent blue sole. Personally, it's my favorite detail on the sneaker, and I'm interested to see how it holds up after time and wear. Being an SB Dunk, these are super comfortable. Beyond the padded tongue and inner walls that I mentioned, these also utilize Nike's Zoom Air technology, which can be found on the padded insoles that these come with. There was a kid that I knew in high school that actually skated SB Dunks, and once he was done thrashing the shoes, he would trash them but keep the insoles to throw in non-Nike SB skate shoes, which is super smart looking back on it. As far as sizing goes, I'd stick to your true Nike size. I'm always between a 9.5 and a 10, and this specific pair is in a 10. Given all the padding on these sneakers, these fit great. They're not too snug and they're not too loose. Typically there's a cool story or concept behind an SB Dunk, which makes them so appealing to collectors. But this one was truly just a general release. In my eyes, 2014 was around the time Nike SB Dunks started to lose their mainstream popularity, so you'd see GR pairs like this one sit in skate shops and outlets for pretty cheap. It's interesting because today in early 2020 you're seeing GR Dunks of say the Muslins or the Blue Fury ones being sought out by everyone. To me, those GR pairs are no different than this Game Royal pair that I have, with the difference being timing. Like if these were to come out today, my guess is that they'd probably sell out. Nike has a wide array of blues in their arsenal, and Game Royal is a color that is used pretty frequently. When I think of Nike's Game Royal, I typically think of it on popular silhouettes like the Air Jordan 1, the Jordan 12, the Clot Air Force 1, etc. A pair of SBs that actually utilizes the Game Royal color are the J-Pack lows that came out in 2005. More recently in 2014, Nike SB dropped a J-Pack high that paid tribute to that low. This Game Royal pair that I have can probably be dubbed as a reverse J-Pack high or something. I'm not sure if that's a reach, but I might call them the reverse J-Packs. Retail price back in August of 2014 was $95 for this pair. I grabbed this specific pair though, brand new in box from a discount skate shop / storefront on eBay in March of 2020. I bought these with another pair of SB mids, and after the combined shipping fees, these came out to somewhere around 80 bucks. The interesting thing about this seller in particular was that they were selling B grades or factory defected irregular sneakers. There's nothing shady about it. They were super transparent about what the products looked like, and even went the extra mile and provided me with additional pictures when I asked. Generally speaking, overall, trends and hype on sneakers are cyclical, and SB Dunks are representative of that. While some highly coveted SB Dunks are going for even higher prices now, some in the thousands, I'd really stick to the principle of paying what you think a sneaker is worth. Personally, I wouldn't go out of my way to pay an astronomically high price on SBs, especially since I don't have a true attachment to them. But in that same notion, I also don't mind spending $80 on a GR pair like this one because my history of sneakers ties back to SBs in some way. And that tie is that SBs were something in high school that I never had but can grab now. And let's be honest here, $80 for a pair of Nike Dunks, you really cannot go wrong. But that's all for this video. I'd love to know what you guys think of this pair of the Gameril Dunk High SB. Did I get a good deal on these? Is it a pair you'd rock? Additionally, if you're liking the content, let me know by dropping a like on the video and subscribing to the channel. That's all for this one though. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.